Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel and say hello to this, the brand new Winspace SLC 3. It is the Chinese company's third generation lightweight climbing focused bike, and this bike here, a size large with no pedals and a Shimano Ultegra DI2 group set, weighs 6.66 kilos on my scales, which is pretty damn lightweight. And it had me scratching my head, to be honest, so I weighed the bike about 20 times. But yeah, it's pretty lightweight, and it's about the same as the Unveiled Verticale SLR I reviewed a few weeks ago, which is also a climbing lightweight focused bike with no real aero to speak of, other than internal routing and a one-piece carbon handlebar and stem. But to put that weight in some sort of perspective, a Pinarello Dogma F or a Specialized Tarmac SL8 are, with Durace and top level parts, about the same weight as this, but of course with the aero they offer and the deeper section wheels. So yes, on first impression of weight is damn impressive, but maybe not as impressive as those lightweight aero bikes are. But this bike is a lot cheaper than those bikes. The frame set and seat post and handlebar is about $2,000, which is a lot less money than a S-Works or a Dogma or that Verticale SLR. So the bike launched at Eurobike last month, and I did a quick first look on the bike and really excited to get my chance to ride a bike. I've not ridden a Winspace ever before, so really excited to see what they're all about. And one of the probably most prominent Chinese brands trying to make inroads into America and Europe. And on first inspection, it seems like there's plenty to get excited about. It arrived yesterday, I'm out for a spin today. I'll give you a first look around the bike, and there will be a review on the channel in a few weeks' time. So make sure you are subscribed if you want to see that. So let's dive in and find out why and how the new bike is so lightweight. So let's start with the frame, which is a claimed 700 grams, about 80 grams lighter than the Generation 2 model. And that's thanks to use of higher grade carbon fiber, so Toray 1000 and 1100 carbon fiber, like you get on other top end bikes from Pinarello and the likes of those sort of Western brands. Comparable to a Tarmac SL8, but not quite as light as the S-Works Athos. So yeah, super lightweight frame. We have full internal routing with their own one-piece carbon fiber handlebar and stem. Nice skinny fork. I like how slender that fork is. And overall the frame is very slender, fairly simple, kind of square, rounded tube profiles on the down tube, small drop rear stays, and sort of flare around the seat tube there, which I like. And two details that stand out straight away. We have a normal round seat post and an external seat clamp, which I'm a big fan of. Just works much easier than an internal wedge system, and you run any seat post and get more flex from a round seat post as well. And a detail I really like, fast becoming a trend, BMC and Pinarello do it, and Canyon now as well, are the covered over through axle end caps. So it looks very clean, no horrible axle protruding there and on the fork there, of course. Now a downside might be if you're doing indoor training on your smart trainer. I'm not sure if that is compatible, but hopefully Wahoo and other companies that make smart trainers will do a solution for that. But that aside, I think it looks really clean, and I really do like that a lot. So let me know if you disagree or agree by dropping a comment down below. I also like the fact there's no paint on the frame, so you can see the carbon fiber weave underneath a thin coat of lacquer. So that's kind of cool. You can see the seam down the middle, really shows how handmade carbon frames are. And then, so we have Ultegra DI2 on this build to keep the price fairly kind of, you know, real world. And the reason the bike is so light, not just the frame, are the wheels. These are their new, because Winspace have become really popular formerly for their wheels and now frames as well. This is their D33 wheel. This is their climbing focus wheel set and weighs about 1200 grams. Haven't verified that yet. I will take the tyres and the rotors off and weigh them soon, but pretty lightweight, and that's why the bike is so light. So very shallow carbon rim. I think the profile is about 33 wide. Fat carbon spokes, look at those. And ceramic bearings in the hubs as well. Kind of cool, funky looking hub shell design. Probably not the most elegant, but definitely look functional. So yeah, really lightweight wheels, definitely a good match for a climbing focused bike. And then tyres, we have a set of, if I spin the wheel around, will help. We have a set of Michelin Power Cup 28 tyres with Ride Now TPU inner tubes to keep the weight down. But the wheels are tubeless compatible, and I will change the wheels and tyres throughout testing. I've ridden these tyres before and they are very good, low rolling resistance, plenty of grip. So yeah, nice rolling stock, nice wheels, Ultegra group set, nice wide range cassette on the back. Company's own carbon fibre seat post with a 1-bolt clamp and a SL8 SLR saddle. Not my favourite saddle in the world, but I might change that. We'll see how it gets on. The other benefit of that high grade carbon fibre is a claimed improvement in stiffness, with a head tube going up a whopping 31% and the bottom bracket junction up 36%. So big numbers if the claims are to be believed, which makes me wonder how flexy the old bike was if they found such improvements in stiffness. We have I think it's a BB86 bottom bracket down there, press fit, of course, flat mount disc brakes as a standard these days. So yeah, very clean looking bike. You can see it carbon fibre again coming through there. I'm not sure what tyre clearance is off the top of my head. These are 28s fitted, so probably 30, 32 I would hope. And one more important detail is the fact the new bike, unlike the old one, is only available with disc brakes. And that, the company says, reflects the demand or lack of demand for rim brakes, and just the future is disc brakes. That's their words, not mine. So yeah, rim brakes are losing out to disc brakes, as sad as that is. Doesn't come with an out front mount, but I'm sure they make one. So I found one in the garage that does fit with 2 bolts underneath there. Again, you can see the carbon fibre coming through on the head tube there. Internal routing, so the bike came pre-assembled and I had a good look inside the headset bearings and all looks very good indeed. And the brake hoses go along the front of the steering tube. It's a round steering tube, as you can see. So I've got the stem partially slammed. I'd rather go a bit lower, to be honest. So brake hoses in front of the steering tube and inside the handlebar, and then through to the hoods, and a bit of bar tape there. So yes, 6.66 kilos for a lightweight climbing bike, but no aero. That down tube, I mean, there's a bit of rounding there, but I wouldn't call it aero. You've got internal routing, of course, no flappy cables. So it might be reasonably aero, but I can't imagine these fat spokes are very aero, are they? So yeah. So that is a brand new Winspace SLC 3. I'm off for a nice ride, find some hills while the sun is out, thank goodness. So the bike arrived literally yesterday, spent the afternoon building it, so not had time to clock up any miles yet. But there will be a full review in the next few weeks, and I'll probably change wheels and tyres and put my Control MV wheels on there to see how it rides as well. But first impressions are good. And given the price to weight ratio on the bike and some of the standout details, I think the future is bright for Chinese bike brands. We are seeing the rise of Chinese wheels, frames, and now group sets really making inroads into America, Europe, and here in the UK as well, offering cheaper prices and arguably better value for money and some impressive details. No longer just a copy and paste of a Western design. We now have proper innovation and their own design coming through, which is very positive to see, which is just more choice for us consumers, and that is no bad thing at all. I know that for a lot of people, Winspace is not a new name. You probably even own some wheels or a frame from the company, and let me know if you do and what your experience has been of owning and riding a bike like this. But for lots of people, it's a new name. The whole idea of buying a Chinese brand like this is probably a new one, but probably something more of us need to consider in the future, as prices show no sign of coming down, and maybe the Chinese brands see the opportunity to come in underneath the Western brands and offer cheaper prices, but no less performance based on first impressions. Anyway, that's enough waffling. I'm off to find some hills to put the bike through its paces on a lovely sunny day in the Cotswolds.